Nature is the best engineer. What does PhD stand for? Wrong answers only. Probably has depression. I said wrong answers. The moon is actually more useful than the sun, since the moon gives us light at night when it's dark. The sun only gives us light in the day when it's already bright. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. The lemons I get in life? Nobody. Dads? Hey look, a chemistry. Scientists have been communicating with apes via sign language since 1960s. Apes have never answered one question. They don't give a damn. Looks like someone found love while writing a book. Aw, she was Emily Claire, now she's Emily Sadler. Oil and water. Albert Einstein was a genius, but his brother Frank was a monster. When you accidentally drink acid, but immediately also drink alkali to neutralize it. Me, falls asleep on arm. Blood cells, let me in. When you hear someone saying, my weight is 70 kg, instead of, my mass is 70 kg. Technically, the glass is always full, half of air and half of water. The episode, which encouraged children that spiders were safe and couldn't hurt you, was banned in Australia, as many spiders in Australia can actually hurt and kill you. This is what a human hand looks like under the microscope. This is Joe, the albino brown bear. Every time he is seen in the forest, he is rescued and woken up at the North Pole. A biology teacher put this up for his students. You are the result of 3.8 billion years of evolutionary success. Act like it. My wife's calculator wasn't working due to a lack of light, so I told her to use her phone. This was not what I was expecting. These scientists are idiots, I suggest. Prehistoric women were probably better at hunting than men. Scientists suggest. This brown bag is 100% green. Must be colorblind. Humanity, after realizing if they wanted to fill the Grand Canyon with pee, it would take the entire world population 800,000 years to do it. Oh no. Those who know. Physics students. Nothing is faster than light. Chemistry students. Justin. Oxford scientists claim to have achieved teleportation using a quantum supercomputer. Man, I don't know, there's just been a lot happening lately. Screw it, sure, why not add on teleportation? It's a selfie. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? I like them thick. But Sir Newton, we can't write that. Then write this. The greater the mass, the greater the force of attraction. A chemist froze himself to minus 273 degrees, and everyone called him crazy, but personally, I think he was okay. You can put objects anywhere. I made a graph showing my past relationships. It has an x-axis and a y-axis. You must have been plotting this for a while. What kind of fish is made of only 2 sodium atoms? 2 Na. That awkward moment when you actually get these puns and chemistry is not even your field. Me, moving a snail from the road to the grass. The snail. I ordered pizza, but because of poor network, I tried so many times and gave up. 40 minutes later, at my house. Tracking of an eagle over a 20-year period. Women in 1945 making boomers. In 1946, making boomers. Who would win? The most complex organ known to man. The lack of 2 chemi boys. I'm writing my PhD thesis in theoretical physics, and every time I have to decide between using this and this, I think to myself, the crocodile wants to eat the bigger number. That doesn't help me. I just know which one to use. That never helped me. That actually made it worse. Pythagoras invented a practical joke cup that would spill wine all over a person if they filled too much of their cup. Him, with a half-filled cup while others are soaked wet. NASA successfully hurled an object into an asteroid at 14,000 miles per hour to see if it could be knocked off course. The James Webb Telescope took a detailed image of the impact site. If you save $20 every day, it will be apparently 1,500,000 per year. A month doesn't have 30 days. They went wrong somewhere. In 1971, a cement truck crashed near Winganon, Oklahoma. The mixer was too heavy to move, so they left it. The locals have since repainted it to look like a NASA space capsule. Map of the moon, if its seas were really seas. How the dark shapes in the moon connect together. They even have names. A hug without you is just toxic. And then the male liked all the female posts. In this way, he shows his interest in mating. Them. Why is your password 917201999? Me, you wouldn't get it. Nunchucks are illegal in some states, but guns are not. So if you tie 2 guns together and create gunchucks, it's neither legal or illegal. Schrodner's gunchucks. Why does Schrodner have so many things? Schrodner's hoarding problem. I recently, matter of hours, cooked 2 boxes of strawberries into a set of gelatinous cubes and cylinders. The lime juice I added gives them a burning sour aftertaste, and I eat about 4 of them per day. Not everyone should code. Recommended for you. I just won't watch this video. Last month, I did the unthinkable and finally threw out that box of unloved cables that I've dragged with me throughout adulthood. Today, I realized that I needed one of them and have no idea how to find a replacement. Consider this a warning to all of you. ChatGPT to replace developers. Yeah, the way calculators replaced math teachers. You can create the straw equivalent of a bump stock with a 3D printer. Now your entire cup is a straw. Checkmate. Realization. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs was technically the highest ratio of killing birds to one stone in Earth's history. The 2 birds per stone factoid is actually a statistical error. Asteroid Gorge, who fell from the sky and killed 38 billion birds, is an outlier and should have never been counted. Plants. I'ma wave my genitals in the air. Humans. Fragrant. The data. How scientists see it. How creationists see it. A lava lamp, magma lamp. High school chemistry class be like, okay class, today we're going to boil water. Make sure to wear your safety goggles. I hate viruses so much. Literally getting attacked by a shape, a concept, consumes no energy, responds to no stimuli. Its only existence is to mess with you, like go away. I tried to relax with a nice nature show. Forgot about the emotional landmines. It's confusing when your parents don't visit as frequently as they once did. Go to work naked day is now a mandatory national holiday. Which jobs have the worst outcome from this? Welders. Suddenly, all of humanity loses the ability to lie. What happens? We will certainly talk a lot less. What mouse walks on 2 legs? I have no idea. Mickey Mouse? Wow, very funny. What duck walks on 2 legs? Donald Duck. All ducks, idiot. This is why no one takes computer science seriously. COD's 12 rules, and there are a set of 13 rules. You don't understand scale. Use $50 to buy 10 tomato plants. In 6 months, you have 250 tomatoes. Plant those into 250 plants. In 6 months, you have 6,250 plants. Plant them. 6 months, you have 156,000 tomatoes. Plant them. 6 months, now you have 3.9 million. Sell them for $1 each. This is called farming, and it's way harder than you think. I always laugh when we have to imagine centrifuge bacteria, because imagine you're just chilling in some broth with your buds, and then someone comes along and puts you in a tube and spins you at 14,000 RPM. Today I learned the uncomfortable record for fastest moving man-made object is a manhole cover propelled by a nuclear detonation. A high-speed camera trained on the lid caught only one frame of it moving upwards before it vanished, which means it was moving about 125,000 miles per hour. The lead scientist involved theorized that it was going so fast that it would not have burnt up in our atmosphere. It would not have been caught in Earth's orbit, essentially meaning the first man-made object launched into space was a manhole cover that's still traveling the cosmic abyss. I kind of like this exam question. There's something that you spent time studying that wasn't asked on the exam. What is it and how does it work? Explain in detail. Thanks to all of the radio signals and noise that the human race is making, to an outside observer, the Earth is sprinting around the sun, screaming. No wonder aliens don't want to talk to us. Scientists are in labs right now, creating the thinnest and worst material known to mankind so they can make women's clothing. Spaghetti strands that are 200 times thinner than a human hair could be woven into bandages. Technically, they're using it for bandages. For now, it's nanopasta. The resulting nanopasta can be spun into a tiny mat about 2 centimeters across. While it isn't intended as food, Clancy says it should be safe to eat, but is reticent to talk about having tried it. Oh, he's definitely eating it. This blood lamp doesn't look that bloody, but the way you can turn it on can be considered gruesome. It works once, and you need to add a drop of your blood to activate it. The idea is to stop and think about how badly you need the light before you use it. Designer Mike Thompson created the lamp in order to draw attention to how much energy we waste. We could finally power the world. There are 2 kinds of people. Cruise ship passenger says he battled confusion, fatigue, and some sort of creature to survive while stranded in the ocean. Creature? Just when you think it couldn't be worse, you have to battle a creature. Sassy Bones. Man finds rare mirror-like scarab beetle while on a stroll. Plants in the wild, taking whatever Mother Nature throws at them and thriving. Houseplants. You watered me on Sunday versus Saturday, so now I must die. The good thing about science is that it's true, whether or not you believe in it. Deserves at least a sarcastic laugh. Damn it. Things nobody said in the 80s. I lost my phone. I went and asked my teacher why she wrote salsa on my paper, and she told me I got a 59 out of 59. She also mentioned maybe I'm not as smart as she thought I was. Physics. The science where you use extremely long and complicated formulas to explain why a ball rolls. When you marry with a mathematics student, moan louder every time the cashier scans one of your items. Please don't do this. Chemistry. Hey man, what's up? Just converting oxygen into carbon dioxide. You know the usual. What the hell, man? School's out. Why are you still doing science? Breathing, Jake. I'm breathing. I poured my root beer into a square cup. Now I just have beer. Don't drink and derive. This is why it's called pizza. Before plus after organic chemistry. My 5-year-old niece saw the blue deer on my shirt and was like, oh, it's a boy deer. I took the opportunity to be like, or it can be a girl deer. Girls like blue too. She stared at me and was like, I said it's a boy because it has antlers. Take my degree away now. No one. Venn diagrams. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. I hate how the stereotype is that dolphins are good and sharks are evil. When dolphins are so smart that they have the capacity for evil, but sharks are simple fish who can only be true neutral. So even if a minority of dolphins are evil, there are still more evil dolphins than sharks. They need to invent the opposite of a gym. You go there and you just get more frail and sickly. Maybe instead of lifting, you just sit in a cold, dark room and starve. Grad school. Water will not freeze at 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Chemistry says, old bonds break when new ones are formed. Any physics teacher. Air resistance. Kiss, marry, kill. Square antiprism. Great stellated dodecahedron. Sphere. 45 degree in Fahrenheit. In Celsius and in math. Men who refer to themselves as alpha. I'm pi male. I'm just 3.14 times better than any other male. Translation. Irrational. Most often associated with his large circumference. So technically Moses is the first man to download files from the cloud using a tablet. Friend, you can't protect the environment using memes. Me. Mathematicians when they can't get a 100% accurate solution. Cosmologists when their solution is within 5 orders of magnitude of the answer. My physics lecturer recently told me of a class he had attended where the professor had rounded pi to 10 for the sake of ease. Windows troubleshooter source leaked code. You would think that in university everyone is mature and serious about life until you get a group assignment and you have to beg people in their 20s to type a small coherent paragraph. I can't sleep. What's up? There's just so many important questions going on in my head. Like, is the S or C silent in the word scent? If you drop soap on the floor, is it dirty or is the floor clean? How come our noses run but our feet smell? Why is it called chili if it's hot? Bruh. Electron behaves as a wave. Human being watches closer. Electron. It is a well-known fact that you must spin a USB 3 times before it will fit. From this, we gather that a USB has 3 states. Up position, down position, superposition. This is what Yale Hospital feeds brain cancer patients after brain surgery. I thought it would be better quality than this, but they probably know a lot more than I do. Jan Smit. Paleontologist Jan Smit. Looking at rock. Can you explain to me cell division very fast? Thanks. I can tell. Your dad's been under a lot of pressure lately. I can grow on concrete. Oh no, the pH of the soil is too high. I'm dying. Nail salon's gonna be lit. Google's new earbuds can translate 40 languages instantly in your ear. When an Indian law required bars to be at least 500 meters from certain roads, one bar built a maze in front of its entrance to triple the walking distance from the door to the street. Regulators accepted this solution. God, get in your cell. Me. You can't make me. You don't run this cell. Rips off mask to reveal mitochondria. Actually, I do. What will I ever need to use physics for? A hockey puck. Mass 0.115 kg. Moving at 35 meters a second. Strikes an octopus thrown on the ice by a fan. The octopus has a mass of 0.265 kg. The puck and octopus slide off together. Find the velocity. Why did you bring an octopus to a... What is even going on in this universe? I'm a biologist and I just took this picture. Oh, you're based? Prove it. X mystery, Y mystery, Z mystery. Things I don't understand. Pie charts. This is how I'm pulling up all fool. Gotta keep that thang on me. When people ask you why you make science puns, because screw you, that's why. When you're trying your best but you still dying inside. Types of atoms in the universe. Elements, mental illness. What? Humans, dog and cats, turtles, giraffes. Me, nervously clicking my pen during the test. That one guy in the class who knows Morse code, trying to understand why I want to invade Cuba. My best science fair entry. It's an eclipse, but with Oreos. I have a bunch of brains in jars. Cool, man. My robot misses you. Okay. Fact. If the Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we would all burn up, and if it was 10 feet further, we would freeze to death. I saw a post and I don't think this is true. Yeah, but can the science side of Tumblr explain this? Mitochondria. I was arrested the other day for stealing people's electrons. I was heavily charged despite my victim saying it was an overall positive experience. I'm shocked that you have a rather neutral tone regarding your current situation. Stop pitting the sciences against each other. Biology is amazing. Chemistry is enjoyable. Physics... Olivia Rodrigo reveals that a guy wanting to go to space is a red flag for her. I was feeling inspired. Nobody. Mathematicians. Ambidextrous sofa, sexy, prime chicken nugget. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Atoms are binary. They are either intended to be hydrogen or helium. We can't just scrap this worldview just because of a handful exceptions. Heisenberg Heisenberg uncertainty principle. It is impossible to know both the position and velocity of a particle at the same time. Cotton Eye Joe uncertainty principle. It is impossible to know where did he come from and where did he go. If a plant is sad, do other plants photosympathize with it? I chlorophyll you, man. Geology. Name 3 types of rocks. Classic, punk, hand. Oh my, it's like 40 degrees outside. I'm melting. Human surfer versus a sea turtle versus a sea lion. The reason why sharks attack surfers. The sushi-shaped isopod is a crustacean like no other. Give this man a rice to sit on. The element of confusion. Why did bro choose science when he could have been an ace in modeling? Hey, do you like chemistry? Nah, bro. Mutations in science fiction. Mutations in real life. You'd think that atoms bonding with other atoms would mean they're being friendly, but really they just steal each other's electrons. How ironic. Why do guys named Timothy go by Tim when they could go by Moth? Pick a number from 1 to 50. 20. We will not communicate with you and I will not use ChatGPT for 20 days. Can I pick another number? Yes. 50. My friend sent me this from the physics and astronomy floor of his university, laying down at the stars. Do you ever look up and think about how small you really are? Actually, 5 inches is average. Electrons, 3D, 4S. I recreated a 400-year-old alchemy potion for depression, then tried it. Men will literally study Paracelsus, translate 1600s alchemical texts, and distill potions for melancholy. And distill potions for melancholy. What's your best example of correlation not equaling causation? Are you sure? Number of people who drowned by falling into a pool. Films Nicolas Cage appeared in. How do you even find this out? Econ professor. It's just a textbook page. Why are you laughing so hard? You wouldn't get it. I'm sure this will be fine. Toyota is working on hitchless towing, where 2 vehicles are only connected through Wi-Fi. Catch me being a modern-day cyber pirate, screaming up alongside you on the 405 in my Rad Max car, with half a Bitcoin's farm worth of RAM in the backseat as I hack your idiot Toyota device and steal the boat you're towing right off the back bumper of the Tesla your dad bought you. My roommate just told me that the invigilator for his exam shouted, "Hey Siri," mid-exam, and he got like 5 people with phones. My Siri just got pinged. One time in math class, my teacher was really annoyed at us, and he was yelling, "Do you even know basic math? Do you know addition? What's 2 plus 2, Corey? What is it?" And poor Corey wasn't paying attention, so I leaned over to him and whispered, "7," and he blurted out, "7," and I've never laughed harder. God created a fart. Then he added a smell to it so the deaf can enjoy them too. The USDA is dropping fish meat coated oral rabies vaccines across the wilderness of eastern US with hopes of lowering disease rates among raccoons, foxes, coyotes, and skunks. Ravioli.